been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
A scattered dream that's like a far-off memory. A far-off memory that's like a scattered dream. I want to line the pieces up. Yours and mine. They can take your world. They can take your heart. Cut you loose from all you know. But if it's your fate, then every step forward will always be a step closer to home. May my heart be our guiding key.
May your heart be your guiding key.
May your heart be your guiding key.
May your heart be your guiding key.
Okay. Alright, make sure I got this on. Alrighty. I don't want this music to be way too loud. Yeah, let me know if you guys can hear the music. Let me know if y'all can hear it. Yeah, I just don't want it to be too loud in me as I'm talking, so that way y'all can hear me perfectly. Okay. So Bahamut says in Twitch chat, music is fine. Alright, but anyway, good morning, everybody. Good morning indeed. And welcome to the 5th episode of my Kingdom Hearts podcast, the Paopu Scoop. This is where I sit down here and talk about theories and lore for Kingdom Hearts every 13th day in the month. Last time, I sat down here and discussed with all of you guys Riku's journey in Quadratum. I came up with some theories myself, theorizing what do you think is going to happen to Riku by the time he arrives to Quadratum at the start of Kingdom Hearts 4. I mean, obviously we know that at the end of Melody and Memory, Riku's goal is to bring Sora back. And that's what everybody wants to do, especially Kairi, the one who is more closer to Sora. So, that was my theory that I talked about last month. If you guys have not seen that video, definitely go check it out. And if you guys are watching this on YouTube already, please don't forget to do the following by liking, sharing, subscribing, hit the bell to be notified on when I upload more videos like this in the future. Which, by the way, I want to say thank y'all so much for 5 episodes already for the Kingdom Hearts podcast. I've been going so strong since December of 2024 when I did my first episode tackling 7 powerful Kingdom Hearts quotes. So, we've come a really long way. So, thank you guys so much for all of your support. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. So, I got a really interesting topic for you guys today. Which, by the way, I would like to give a big shout out to my good friend Azza the Ace, my stream anniversary partner. Why is she my stream anniversary partner? Well, it's because that Azza and I definitely started on Twitch on March 28th, which is also known to us Kingdom Hearts fans as Kingdom Hearts Day. We started our streams on that same date, and we've been stream anniversary partners since then, collabing and doing things together. Like, honestly, she's great. Azza is a really great friend of mine, so I want to give her a big shout out for doing it, bringing upon this idea on the topic that we're going to discuss for today's podcast. So today, we're talking about one of the members of the Wayfinder trio. We are talking about Terra. So if y'all remember from my second episode, I discussed my podcast. I talked about Aqua's journey in Kingdom Hearts. That was a really fun one to do. I also theorized at the end, what can we possibly expect for her in Kingdom Hearts 4? So, today, this is all about Terra. This is all about Terra. We're going to be talking about Terra. From Birth by Sleep to Kingdom Hearts 3, all the way to, like, what can we possibly expect from him in Kingdom Hearts 4? It's going to be great. And heck, and who knows? Maybe I can do an episode in the future where I talk about Ventus. Would you guys like to see me talk about Ventus one day? Talk about Ventus's journey in Kingdom Hearts? Let me know in the YouTube comments and also in Twitch chat if you guys will be interested in that. To hear me do an episode, make a video talking about Ventus. Since I already talked about Aqua, today I'm already talking about Terra. But let me know if you guys be interested in me doing an episode talking about Ventus. That'll be a really fun one, though. And plus, I also happen to like Ventus. I think we all like Ventus. We all like Ventus. And I see Jacko coming in the Twitch chat saying happy affiliate anniversary. Thank you so much, Jacko. I hope you're doing well. I know it's been a really long time since we talked, but I really do hope you are doing absolutely well. Thank you so much. Bahamut says in the Twitch chat, that would be a lot of fun to talk about Ventus. Yes, absolutely. I would love to talk about Ventus. Ventus is definitely one of my favorite characters. But today, this is definitely going to be all about Terra. Now, to start things off, I really do think that Terra is a really interesting character. I actually happen to like Terra. Terra is one of my favorites. Now, I know for some people in the Kingdom Hearts community, there's some people who don't like him. And you know what? That's totally fine. Everyone is 100% valid to their own opinions. But I actually happen to be one of the people who actually likes Terra. I think Terra's a really great character. I found he was really interesting since the first time I played Birth by Sleep, and he's got a really interesting character arc. But when you really do think about it, you honestly really feel from the guy. The dude has really been through a lot since the end of Birth by Sleep, and from his big grand return in Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, the guy's been through a lot, man. It's just honestly really sad. Now, can we say that he is naive and easily manipulated? Oh, absolutely. But that doesn't make him stupid. I honestly don't believe that Terra's stupid. I mean, yeah, there's been some mistakes here and there, but heck, everybody makes mistakes. But honestly, I honestly think Terra's a really cool character. I do like Terra, though. Again, Terra definitely has been through a lot in the Kingdom Hearts series, and I honestly love that about him. But you know what? Today we are talking about Terra, and his story definitely starts off really strong, and it's definitely at the start of Birth by Sleep, to where everybody's got a dream. Everybody has a dream. I definitely do want to share that cutscene real quick to where he talks about having a dream. Let me see if I can find it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Oh, and it's showing me advertisements real quick. Oh, you just gotta love advertisements. Advertisements. You just gotta love advertisements. You honestly, really, really gotta love advertisements. Totally gotta love advertisements. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this up. Definitely gonna go ahead and bring this up right here. And then we'll get my take on it. Okay, let me see. I think it's here.
Well, they say
that every star up there is another world.
Huh?
There we go.
Terra.
Yep. Hard to believe there are so many worlds out there besides our own. The light is their hearts, and it's shining down on us like a million lanterns.
What? I don't get it.
In other words, they're just like you, Ven.
What does that mean?
You'll find out someday, I'm sure.
I want to know now.
You're too young to know now.
Quit treating me like a kid.
Hey, what are you laughing at?
I can't help it. You two would make the weirdest brothers.
Huh?
This is definitely one of my favorite scenes in Birth by Sleep. I'm trying to see where it mentions about.
Nothing can ever drive you apart.
Where is it?
You will always find your way back to each other. Technically, I think you're supposed to make them with seashell.
Okay, so I will explain it anyway. But there definitely is a a scene in Birth by Sleep definitely discussing about Terra definitely having a dream to where he says being a Keyblade Master is all he dreams about. Looking at Twitch chat, I see Shibby. Shibby's enjoying their work. Enjoy your work, Shibby, and thank you for the congratulations for the affiliate anniversary. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, so there is a cutscene that definitely talks about to where Terra dreams about being a Keyblade Master. And I really do like that idea, like how character, like, for someone like Terra definitely has a dream. His dream is being a Keyblade Master. And then, like, there's honestly like a few bumps on the road ahead of him, like, from all the way from birth by sleep. But, you know, to me, like, even though the dude's been through a lot, he definitely does get stronger. And honestly, I definitely would like to bring an example of this. Like, and bring an example. One example being, of course, obviously this is a little bit off topic, but I want to bring up another piece of media real quick about a character who's all about having dreams. I want to talk about Ash from Pokemon. Now, everybody knows about how it goes for Pokemon, especially with Ash. Ash is the kid, you know, he wants to be a Pokemon master, he wants to be the very best like no one ever was. And we all know from the start, from the first episode of Pokemon, yeah, he has it rough, you know. He's a little bit dumb and naive. He doesn't know what the hell he's doing. Pikachu refuses to listen to him. But honestly, Ash has definitely come a long way. But even though there's been times where he joins the league and he wins some, he loses some. But you know what? He keeps trying. And honestly, at the end, everybody knows that he becomes world champion. And we're all proud of him. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of my son, dude. Ash definitely has come a long way for fulfilling his dream. But my point exactly with that is, like, you know, Terra definitely had a big dream from the start, and then it just fell apart. It just fell apart, especially during the Mark of Mastery exam, which honestly is the most important thing from Birth by Sleep. Because I feel like that's where everything just starts to get all bumpy. Is during the Mark of Mastery exam. And I definitely want to show some of it. So let's get into... So I want to show that off real quick. Honestly, Bahamut says in the Twitch chat, obviously not even the weirdest brothers. You know, and that's really the thing, Bahamut. I really like how, like, you know, Terra and Ven definitely have, like, that brotherly bond, you know? Like, even though they're not related, they have that bond together, you know? It's, like... It's honestly, it's really great, like, honestly, there's, like, a lot of similarities to, like, to Sora and Riku's relationship. Like, they honestly have, like, that brotherly bond going on for each other. Like, heck, same for Roxas and Axel. They also have that weirdly brotherly bond together that they share. And honestly, I think it's perfect, though. I think it's absolutely really, really fantastic. I think it's really great. Okay, so let me turn off my music real quick. And we're going to go in and jump forward to the Mark of Mastery exam. Yeah, we're not talking about that. We are not talking about banking. I don't need money. I don't need this. Wow. You see, this is why you got to love advertisements. Totally. Totally you got to love advertisements. Okay, make sure my webcam is not too big. Okay. Fixes out. All right. Let's get into it. I'm gonna get into it. Play some scenes.
Did not travel all this way to see our youngest prospects in years fall short of the mark. I trust you are ready.
Yes.
Then let the examination begin.
Obviously, we know something was suspicious about Master Xehanort at the start of this game during our first playthrough.
Don't worry about me. You two focus on the exam.
But Ven, you're in danger here. Go wait in your room.
No way. I've been looking forward to this. Seeing you two become masters. I'm not gonna miss it now.
He can take care of himself. He's been out there training just as hard as us.
Yeah.
Okay, skip all that. Let's see. We're gonna go right into Aqua and Terra's battle. We're gonna dive into that real quick. Let's get into it. Okay, so fast forward. Okay, right here. Alright, this is what I wanted.
That was unexpected. But one must keep a still heart even in the most trying of circumstances. It was an excellent test, one I chose to let unfold. Which brings us to your next trial. Now, Terra and Aqua, the two of you will face each other in combat. Remember, there are no winners, only truths. For when equal powers clash, their nature is revealed. Begin!
This is such a really good scene.
We have deliberated and reached a decision. Terra, Aqua, you both performed commendably. However, only Aqua has shown the mark of mastery. Terra, you failed to keep the darkness within you sufficiently in check. But there is always next time. That is all. Aqua, as our newest Keyblade Master, you are entitled to certain knowledge. Please wait here for further instruction.
Hey. Terra, I'm sorry.
The darkness. Where did it come from?
Okay. So, honestly, by seeing through that just shows a lot of everything, though. Like, that just shows, like, Terra's dreams just fell apart on him. Like, honestly, questioning where did the darkness come from during the examination. And, dude, you honestly just feel bad for the guy, man. It just feels so rough to, like, you know, like, you have this dream, like, you know, you want to be successful in all, and everything that you've accomplished. And then when you don't get the dream that you want, it just falls apart on you. And you have your hopes and dreams crushed. And honestly, just seeing that facial expression of Terra, like, you really feel bad for the guy. Even when he was questioning about, like, where did the darkness come from? Bahamut says in Twitch that this is what I think is stupid. Terra let out a bit of darkness, sure, but he quenched it with a second, showing that he is able to push back the darkness despite letting it out for that brief second. It shows Master Erica's neural-minded thinking. You know what? And that's exactly what we're getting at with this, Bahamut. And I definitely see where you're getting at. But you know what? You know, I feel like mostly like with the focus of Birth by Sleep, you know, definitely like, especially with Terra, you know, balancing between light and darkness, you know. Balancing between light and darkness, because it mostly goes into what Master Erica's taught the Wayfinder Trio. Basically, it's like this. Light is good, but darkness is bad. And I feel like there's going to be, and I'll definitely will show off a cutscene explaining it if I can definitely find it. But I definitely do see where you're coming from with that, though. But, you know, but he's definitely, but it just shows, like, you know, he's got, you know, he's got potential. Like Terra definitely has some really strong potential. Like, he's got some light with him, but he definitely tries his best to, like, to push away the darkness that's within him. And that's what I honestly feel that makes Terra such a really interesting character. Like, honestly, I like that. That's a really good one, Bahamut. I like that. I really do like that. Okay, let me see if I can find a one where, okay, not that. Okay, I'm trying to remember. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it?
Break that loser in.
Okay, it's not that. Not that. Okay, it's not that one. Oh, it's here. Okay, but honestly, there is one scene that I want to show that is definitely very, very important. I want to show this. I want to show this. I want to show this. Okay.
I know him.
Okay, right here. This one. This is a good one. I like this one. I like this one.
Strong enough to hold it back?
Yes. You are indeed strong. The darkness is nothing to fear.
Master Xehanort.
And yet, How frustrating that Ericus refutes its power. Why, you could train with him forever, and still, you'd never be a master in his eyes.
But why? Help me understand, Master Xehanort. What is it that I failed to learn?
You're fine as you are. Darkness cannot be destroyed. It can only be channeled.
Yes. Thank you, Master.
See, you see, this is exact. You know, honestly, I definitely see where you were getting at, Bahamut. What you were saying earlier about your comment with that, like, honestly, like, you know, like take Master Xehanort for example. You know, being the very cunning villain that he is. Yeah, he's a master manipulator. Him over here saying like, you know, like, oh, you know, having darkness. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Darkness is nothing. Darkness is nothing to be afraid of. You know, he's over here explaining, you know, like darkness. You know, darkness can only be channeled, and like to him, like he's trying to manipulate, saying, you know, there's nothing wrong with him, even though based on the Master's teachings, it's like I was saying before. To Ericus, it's like light is good, but darkness is absolutely bad. But to Xehanort trying to like manipulate Terra is like no, like there's nothing to be afraid of. You are absolutely fine just the way you are. Bahamut says, the way I see it, a true Keyblade Master is not someone who fears the darkness, but is able to push it back when it surfaces and says truth to the heart. Darkness is a part of everything after all, same as light. And you know what? I honestly do what you're getting. I do what you're seeing. Where you getting at, Bahamut, and I definitely will talk about this because it definitely goes back to the start of Kingdom Hearts 1. We all know that Riku was supposed to acquire the Kingdom Key. The Kingdom Key was supposed to choose Riku because Terra was the one who bequeathed the Keyblade to Riku, his successor. But obviously, Riku at the start of Kingdom Hearts 1 definitely took a different path. Definitely had a major influence with darkness. But, which is why later on we know that the Kingdom Key just moved on down the list and it chose Sora. And even like throughout the rest of the series, like Riku was briefly able to understand how he can definitely go back to back from light and darkness, which honestly explains, which King Mickey definitely explains that to him around the end of Reach into Memories. You know, where he says dark, light and dark back to back, your darkness belongs to you just the same way as your light does. And that honestly just like shows something like with, what I'm trying to get at. But I definitely see where you're getting at as well, Bahamut. It's some really good stuff. Really, 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 really good stuff. I like it. That is absolutely good. Okay. Now. Okay. Now, I definitely want to show this one real quick.
Well then, I will send my pupils to investigate. Yes, I understand. Farewell. That was my dear old friend Yen Sid. As you know, he is master no more, but he still keeps a close eye on the tides of light and darkness. His counsel serves as signposts on the road we wielders of the Keyblade must walk. All the more reason then for concern, for he tells me the princesses of heart are in danger, not only from the forces of darkness, as you may assume, but also from a new threat, one that feeds on negativity. Fledgling emotions that have taken monster form. Yen Sid calls them the Unversed. As wielders of the Keyblade, you are tasked with striking down any who would upset the balance of light and darkness. The Unversed are no exception. I tried to pass this news on to Master Xehanort, but my repeated attempts to reach him have failed. I doubt there is any connection, and yet this all troubles me.
Master Xehanort is gone?
So here we are. I need you two to get this situation under control. Eliminate the Unversed, and find Master Xehanort. I have unlocked the lanes between. You may use these forbidden pathways to travel between this world and countless others. The darkness looms closer than usual within these spaces, but your armor will protect you. Lastly, remember that order must be kept. You cannot tell anyone there are other worlds. Now go, and fulfill your duty.
Yes, Master.
Terra, consider this an opportunity. A second chance for you to change my mind.
What?
You must know, I care for you like my own son. If I could have my way, I would name you Master in a second. But how can I, when you are so obsessed with power? Terra, you mustn't be afraid of losing. Fear leads to obsession with power.
Honestly?
Oh, jeez. No, 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 no. Thank you for ruining it. Thank you for ruining it. Gosh dang it. But, honestly, I want to take a step back for a second because I do like this quote. I really do like this quote. I like this quote right here where he says, fear leads to obsession with power and obsession beckons to darkness. I want to get to that in a second, but I want to keep this playing real quick. Hang on.
An obsession beckons the darkness. You must never forget.
Thank you, Master. I swear, I will not fail you again.
Now, I find that quote to be Jacko says ruined because of the ads. Yes, yeah, ruined. But you know what? You know, there's something very deep about that quote where what Master Ericus says about fear leads to obsession. And I want to tell you guys this real quick. When I first okay. So, when I first played through Birth by Sleep, it kind of got me thinking about something very important. Something that has to mentioning with fear and darkness, like having those keywords together. Fear and darkness. It made me think of something back then when I first played Birth by Sleep. And I definitely want to share it with you guys though. When I was thinking about that quote, especially before I was like preparing for all this, it got me thinking about Star Wars for a second. It made me think about Star Wars. So, and I'm going to definitely bring up one episode real quick. And that is The Phantom Menace. Now, for context though, for those who have probably seen The Phantom Menace, if y'all remember the scene where there's like young Anakin Skywalker, he's having a conversation with the council. There's like Master Yoda, there's Master Windu, and the rest of the councilmen. He definitely, like, you know, you see like a young Anakin Skywalker expressing like his thoughts and feelings to the council, saying like, you know, like he misses his mother. He fears that something is going to happen to him. I mean, it's happened to her. Sorry, but of course the council definitely do state their opinions, their own take on it. But it got me thinking about like what Master Yoda says, which you guys know the whole famous, one of the most famous quotes in Star Wars, which is of course, you know, fear leads the path to the dark side. Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering. Which, of course, obviously, you know, episodes 1 to 3 definitely capitalizes what Master Yoda says for Anakin. Which honestly, as a result, led him to Darth Vader. But you're probably thinking, where am I going at this with Terra? Well, I just felt like there's a little bit of a tiny similar connection, you know, like, it's like what Ericus is saying, you know, you mustn't be afraid of losing when you're so obsessed with power, though. When you were so obsessed with power. And, like, that was kind of the same thing with Anakin, right? Back before he became Darth Vader, he was so obsessed with all this power that he had. And that was when he joined the dark side, started working with Emperor Palpatine, you know, losing to a fight against his master. And thus, Darth Vader is born. But with Terra, obviously we know that Terra is no Anakin Skywalker. He's not going to cave into the darkness. He definitely has part of light within him. But, you know, like, Terra's not going to go out and say, like, you know, like, oh, I'm going to kill everybody. Like, that's not the kind of character that Terra is. Like, Terra is better than that. But that's what I was thinking back then, years ago. That was years and years and years ago, though. That was like 2020, 21 stuff I was thinking about when I first heard that quote that Master Erica says. Jacko says in Twitch chat, Star Wars is Disney now. You know what? And there's no telling, Jacko. There's no telling, like, hey, maybe Kingdom Hearts 4, maybe we might get something Star Wars related. There's honestly is no telling. Also, I see in the Twitch chat we have the Chocolate Hype Man himself, Mr. Mo Chocolate. What is good, Mo? Welcome in, guys. Mo was on the show. Was on the show back then. If you guys remember, Mo did an episode with me and Spacey where we talked about the Crossroads. If you guys have not seen that video, definitely check it out. Big shout out to my good homie Mo for being a part of that episode. Mo, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Okay. And I see what Bahamut says. Bahamut says, although to be that is also a flawed quote anyway. This is true. But like I said, this is something I was thinking about back then, like years ago. It says, fear can also lead to strength. Those who fear will become stronger. So as to no longer feel that fear, it urges them to go and become stronger. You know what? Like I said, there was something very deep about what Master Erica says to Terra about the fear with possession to darkness. We all know that, like deep down, before like Terra starts going through some bumpy roads, he gets stronger over time. He definitely, there's like a good sense for him. There's a really good sense for him, and I really do like that. Like he definitely tends to get stronger throughout the rest of Birth by Sleep before his downfall happens, which of course we'll get to that later. But there's just something really deep about that, because with darkness he definitely gets stronger. Like take Riku for example. Like even though Riku definitely balances between light and darkness, he definitely gets stronger over time. And even he stated since Kingdom Hearts 1 that he's not afraid of the darkness. So that just shows some potential that even somebody like Riku has. Riku also has potential. Just like Terra. I like that. It's really good. It's really, really good. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and skip. We're going to go in and get to the Enchanted Dominion. Okay. Okay, to the Enchanted Dominion. I want to talk about this scene right here. This is definitely a really good scene.
For what?
Right here, this one.
This feels so familiar.
Her heart is filled with light. Not the slightest touch of darkness. Just the kind of heart I need.
For what?
Imagine with me the most glorious of futures. 7 of the purest hearts, each overflowing with light. When brought together, they grant the power to rule all worlds.
What do you mean?
Why, that key you hold. The Keyblade, is it called?
Where did you learn that name?
That trinket is the only way to obtain the hearts.
No more games! Where is Master Xehanort?
Impudence will get you nowhere, child. If you wish to learn more, you must retrieve the heart of Aurora.
And why would I ever want to do that?
It's not a matter of why, but of will. In your heart, there is darkness just waiting to be awakened.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Perhaps not yet. But I have power over sleep. And I can awaken what's inside you.
This is another good scene.
Then you will be free to be who you truly are.
Remember that darkness lurks in every heart. Darkness is our foe. Would that we could be rid of it. You must destroy it. Push the darkness down. Give it no quarter in your heart.
Another part of the Master's teaching. Light is good, but darkness is bad.
Here it is. Just what I've waited for. To think that all he spoke of was and will be true.
What? How did I...
What did I do? What did you do?
You speak as if I pulled some invisible strings. No, you couldn't be further from the truth, child. I simply whispered to the darkness you already held inside.
How could I do this?
Then!
Yes. Now, you want to know where Xehanort went. Well, that I cannot answer. He disappeared into the darkness. But now I know the Keyblade is necessary to gather hearts. Join me. Collect 6 more hearts of pure light. Then we will rule all the worlds together!
You seem to be mixed up. I'm a peacekeeper, not a tyrant.
Wait a minute. You know, I definitely do like this scene, and this is definitely where, like, some people actually thought, you know, Terra was definitely completely dumb. But we have to know that, you know, not like Maleficent definitely took possessed her like that. It wasn't like his mind or his heart, but it definitely was his darkness. And honestly, there was something I do want to confirm. There was some in Birth by Sleep Ultimania. There was an interview with Nomura, asking about, like, you know, did Terra actually really take Aurora's heart? And Nomura actually confirms in Ultimania. I think I could be wrong about this, but it mentions in Birth by Sleep Ultimania from Nomura that it was Maleficent and Xehanort who actually takes Aurora's heart. So, and then of course, you know, after everything is happening as what we saw, we got to experience Terra thinking, like, like snapping out of it, thinking, like, like, hey, what's going on? Like, what the fuck did you make me do? What did I do? You know, he's over here questioning everything, like, what's going on? What did you make me do? And, like, I don't get the fact, like, that Terra just gets easily, Terra does get easily manipulated. He is gullible. But that just shows something right there, like, as part of Terra's character, and, like, what we saw in the cutscene with Ericus is, like I was saying before, light is good, but darkness itself is bad, to where all darkness must be vanquished. But something really intense about that, Okay, we're going to go ahead and skip forward. Obviously. No, we don't need to talk about that. But I will say, though, yeah, we all know he goes to the Dwarf Woods, definitely trying to seek answers. He definitely seeks answers, such as, like, trying to find out, because he's continuing his mission to eradicate the darkness and to find Master Xehanort. That's what the Master ordered him to do, especially with Aqua, is to find Master Xehanort, but to eradicate all that is darkness, because it is definitely based on what the Master taught him. Definitely based on everything. But obviously we know that even the evil queen in the Dwarf Woods, when Terra arrives to the castle, she definitely tries to manipulate him, as Terra's try to seek answers, such as saying stuff like, if you want to seek answers and you want to ask the mirror on the wall some questions, go find Snow White, but kill her for me. Which obviously we know Terra doesn't do it, because, it's like how Terra says, what he said to Maleficent, he's a peacekeeper, not a tyrant. That just definitely shows, like, how much of a good person that we obviously know about Terra, though. Jacko says they really enjoy Birth by Sleep. Jacko, Birth by Sleep is a really good game. I really love Birth by Sleep. Birth by Sleep is a really an awesome game. Okay. This scene I definitely wanted to show, and I feel like this helps, this scene right here, definitely shows some growing for Terra. Okay. Get rid of that. Make sure it's showing. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna play this cutscene real quick.
Just ruined it, and I was so looking forward to the ball.
Darkness always finds a way into a wounded heart.
I like this quote.
Strength of heart will carry you through the hardest of trials.
But
Unversed.
You know, I like that quote. I like that quote that Terra actually says. You know, can I just see that one more time real quick? Can I just see that one more time? What Terra says?
Ruined it, and I was so looking forward.
Because this is honestly one of Terra's best quotes.
Darkness always finds a way into a wounded heart. You have to be strong. Strength of heart will carry you through the hardest of trials.
I like this quote so much. Darkness can definitely affect a wounded heart. You have to be strong, you know. And to me, this definitely has a lot of similarity with Riku. You know, like Riku, like for example, like Riku in Kingdom Hearts, he's definitely has come a long way. Yeah, we all know that originally he was supposed to obtain the Kingdom Key after Terra bequeathed him, but he chose a different path. But over time, you know, it's like he was saying, darkness can affect a wounded heart. You have to be strong. And like, even though like, and Riku definitely, demonstrates that so perfectly. Saying like, you know, when he says back in Kingdom Hearts 1, saying, I'm not afraid of the darkness. And he just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing over time. And that's just what makes him, really strong. And one thing I do want to point out, there is a cutscene in Kingdom Hearts 3, where Riku and King Mickey are having a discussion in the realm of darkness, to where they're trying to find Aqua. To where Mickey actually says that Aqua is strong like Sora. Aqua is strong like Sora. So there definitely is like a lot of differences right there, you know, like even though darkness can affect a wounded heart, it just makes you even more stronger. And I really like that, like the way like how Terra definitely defines that quote really well. It's a really, really powerful quote. And I really do like it though. It is a really, really, really good quote. I really do like it. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and skip forward. Okay, skip forward to all this. We don't need that. We don't need that. We don't need that. Okay, we got the one with Bragg. Let's see. I think this one might be important. We're gonna watch it real quick. Where Terra talks to Yen Sid and meets King Mickey.
Master Yen Sid. My name is Terra.
Yes, Ericus's pupil. I've been expecting you. It is the Unversed.
Yes, Master Yen Sid. I thought it best to seek the counsel of one wiser than myself.
I am no longer a master. I doffed that mantle.
But sir, wasn't that your pupil I passed on the way in? He had a Keyblade.
You refer to Mickey. He too sought guidance here. As a king, he is good and kind, but the weight of a crown has not cured him of impetuousness. He has left with an object whose power he does not understand nor know how to control. Mickey imagines my star shard will be of help in his current quest, and like you, he is eager to use his Keyblade to set things right.
I'm not sure I even understand what's wrong. Master Xehanort is missing. And now I've learned there's a masked boy who is controlling those unversed on the loose.
To arrive at the truth, perhaps you should approach things differently. First, consider them one and the same problem.
Master Xehanort and the unversed are connected somehow?
I must not make assumptions. Find Xehanort, Terra. That is where you should begin.
Yes, sir.
Definitely really good, you know. Like heck, even even at the beginning, from what Erica says, go find Xehanort and vanquish all darkness. You know, if what basically what Yensa was saying. If you want to carry on your quest, definitely go find Master Xehanort. Dark Odinix, welcome on in. I hope at some point Missing Lake or something we'll get to see a younger Yensa. You know what? I actually would really like that. That would be really, really cool. Also, give me 1 second. I need to take care of something really important. So I will be right back. Good. But yeah, as I was saying, this is definitely a really big beginning for Terra's quest, and it's like, it's like what Erica says, go find Xehanort, but eradicate all the darkness, because that just definitely shows what he believes in. Even though we all know that Erica says definitely is wrong at some times, at least he's definitely known to admit parts to where he is wrong. Let me see. Okay, I want to definitely show out this scene, because I think this is definitely a good one for Terra's story.
Why is Vanitas still free?
Ah, yes. Well, I did my best to contain him the moment he emerged, but...
He managed to escape.
Vanitas uses the Keyblade to sow seeds of darkness. And now you see the world's teem with his ghastly underlings.
The Unversed.
He has no control over the darkness in his heart. The Keyblade is not his to bear. He's an abomination beyond hope of salvation. Lend me your strength, Terra. Right this wrong that I have wrought.
But I have no idea where to find him.
What I can tell you about Vanitas amounts to this. His darkness is drawn to the light which he seeks to disrupt, and then destroy.
This right here, I'm going to talk about that right there. I will definitely talk about that.
It stands to reason that he will strike next in the City of Light, Radiant Garden.
Don't worry, Master. I'll take care of Vanitas.
That is definitely another one that I definitely do like. Showing that Terra definitely did have that little gift of having glimpses of the future. We saw that Riku, not Riku, what am I thinking about? We have Ven and Aqua getting defeated, and there was definitely one thing that confirms that, people definitely question about the whole, why is that even possible? And you know what? There's definitely something that I do want to share, and this definitely confirms this in Birth by Sleep's Ultimania. Let me see if I can pull that up and just read it. I'm going to find it. Because it does talk about that. Let me see if I can find it and read it. Let me see. Where is it? Let's see. Here's the one that we talked about with Terra. If Terra wasn't the one who stole Aurora's heart, it says right here from the more, it was Master Xehanort and Maleficent. You know, Kingdom Hearts 1, it was shown that beings of darkness like Maleficent and the Heartless are able to steal people's heart. The theory is that Terra, who has light residing in his heart, is not a being of darkness and therefore didn't steal Aurora's heart. Okay, where is it? Okay, this one right here. This one right here. This is what I was talking about with the whole little tiny glimpses of the future that he saw back in that one cutscene. What is the meaning behind the several puzzling images in Terra's chapter where we cross over into his mind? Nomura says right here, and I quote, "First, when he hears the name of the masked boy from Master Xehanort at the mysterious wasteland, and we see an image of Aqua and Ventus defeated, that's a hint of the future. On the Destiny Island, when he makes Riku his successor, he has a special view of him and catches a glimpse of his future. However, this isn't to say that Terra has the ability to see the future. It was a directive nuance intended to portray the future connection between Terra and Riku." So it definitely does show that he definitely has like a very special gift to where he can definitely see the future. And obviously we know that, you know, obviously Terra is no Shulk, you know, being able to see, you know, being able to like see the future, you know. Oh, thanks to the power of the Monado. I mean, I had to kind of bring that up because I know recently I've been playing a lot of Xenoblade Chronicles 1 for the first time. I really am enjoying it. I'm on chapter 14, but probably by the time this video is uploaded to YouTube, I'm already done with Xenoblade 1. But I'm liking it. But like I was saying, even though Terra is no Shulk, you know, he definitely has like this special gift. He has like this gift to where he can actually see the future. He can definitely like see glimpses of it. See like a little glimpse of what is expected to come though. So, and honestly, and we will get to that, the one where we see about with Riku on Destiny Islands. We will definitely get there for sure. We will get there. Let's see. I want to play this one too because this is a really good scene too. I don't know if okay, I don't know if this will if he'll let me play though, or is it gonna interrupt me with ads? I think ads is probably gonna take over. I think ads is taking over. Yep, just like suspected. Ads is taking over. Ads is ruining it. Why? Why do you do this, ads? Ads, why? No ads. No ads. No ad. Get ads out of here. No ads. Okay. Here we go. Let's watch this one.
Oh yeah, I got you these tickets.
For what?
Lifetime passes to Disney Town. He said to
take two grown-ups.
Two grown-ups.
We love Ven.
You mean us? Listen to me, Ven. We need to get you home.
It's okay, Aqua. Trust me, that guy in the mask is history. I'll never badmouth Terra again.
You saw the boy in the mask?
Yes?
Vanitas. Ven, you let Aqua take you home.
No way. I want to go with you guys.
You can't. We have a dangerous task ahead of us. I don't want you to get hurt.
And what is this dangerous task, Terra? It doesn't sound like what the Master told you to do.
It might be a different route, but I'm fighting the darkness.
I'm not so sure. I've been to the same worlds as you, and I've seen what you've done. You shouldn't put yourself so close to the darkness.
Listen to yourself, Aqua. Terra would never...
You mean you've been spying on me? Is that what he said to do? The Master's orders?
He was only...
Aqua?
I get it.
Terra?
Just stay put. I'm on my own now. All right?
Terra, please, listen. The Master has no reason to distrust you, really. He was just worried.
Like, honestly, you do feel for Terra, though. Like, honestly, that just really is so deep, Will. Like, honestly, I can admit, you know, Aqua did make a mistake by saying that, even though she definitely was trying to, like, you know, I mean, of course, everybody knows Aqua's, like, that motherly figure, right? But, you know, honestly, I feel like, you know, maybe part of that should have been kept secret. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'd like to know y'all's take on that. But, honestly, you know, like, that's just, it just really hurts what Aqua actually did. Like, even though she was just following the Master's orders just to look after Terra and make sure, like, nothing bad happens to him. Because to me, I honestly do feel like, you know, this just definitely continues on what I've been saying over and over again for this episode. You know, like, Master Ericus definitely, you know, obviously does not trust the darkness. He keeps going on and on saying that light is good, but darkness is just considered bad. But it's like what Terra was saying to Cinderella in one of the cutscenes, you know, darkness not only can darkness affect a wounded heart, but you have to be strong. We have to be strong and just keep going. And like, and I feel like that even Master Ericus himself definitely just fails to understand that. Even though he's all about, you know, you see the darkness right there? You got to get rid of it. Definitely get rid of it. But to me, I feel like that Master Ericus just, you know, definitely is in the wrong, thinking like, you know, not only like what Terra said, like, not only does darkness affects a wounded heart, but you also have to be strong and keep going. You know? Like, that is definitely why I believe that even a game like Birth by Sleep has so many damn good quotes, man. It's got so many good quotes. It's got so many good quotes, and like, and I definitely want to show this cutscene right here about where Terra first meets Luciu, or should I say Braig. So I want to show this real quick. Let's play it. Hold on.
Mercy, see for yourself. I'm holding him underneath the outer gardens. You better show up before I lose my patience. Ciao.
There's no way it's true. But no harm in looking.
Let's see what she is.
One more step and the coot goes boom. You think I'm gonna fight fair? As if. That key's too powerful for us to go mano a mano. For a Keyblade Master, you're not very... what's the word? Good.
What are you doing, Terra? Fight!
But Master, you'll...
Never mind me. You must fight. You can't let this ruffian win. Think of your master, Ericus. The shame he and your fellow pupils would be forced to bear. Use the Keyblade.
So much for the bluff.
Okay, we don't need to say that. We can definitely skip this fight. But right here, we're gonna jump right here. Damn.
This power.
Well done, Terra. You have taken yet another step forward.
But I was consumed by anger. Hatred. That was the power of darkness.
Darkness that you channeled.
No. I succumbed to it. Just like when I stole Princess Aurora's Heart of Light. I can never return home now. I'm a failure.
Then don't. You could be my pupil. Master Ericus, you see, is so afraid of darkness that he too has succumbed. Not to darkness, but to light. It shines so bright, he forgets that light begets darkness. And Aqua and Ventus, their lights shine too bright. It is only natural that they cast shadows on your heart. Ericus is such a fool. Light and darkness, they are a balance. One that must always be maintained. Terra, you are the one who shows the true mark of mastery, but he refuses to see it. And I know why. It is because he fears you. Join me. You and I can do the work.
Oh, wow. Join me and we get Red Bull for free. And we get everybody gets a free Red Bull. Well, thanks for ruining the cutscene. Well, yeah, join me, everyone gets free Red Bull. Why not? Everyone gets free Red Bull for that. But honestly, you know, I kind of do like that quote, what Master Xehanort says. Basically saying to where Ericus definitely fails to understand the balance between light and darkness. Because to him, you know, he definitely admits later that he is wrong. And he just doesn't believe it. He really does not believe it. And honestly, there's no telling as to, like, thinking, like, because he does fear the dark, because Ericus himself definitely does fear the darkness as a whole. That's why his whole goal is to get rid of it, especially the Unverse, which obviously we know about the Unverse, which definitely feed off as negative emotions. So, and like, you know, it's just a lot, you know? It really is a lot. It totally is a lot. But let me see, what else can we do? What else can we do? Okay. I mean, obviously we know about the events of Disney Town, like, we know about the events of Disney Town, even though, like, you know, he does, like Terra definitely does have a good heart. He's more polite. You know, he's more polite to, like, Queen Minnie and the rest of the residents there. So, obviously, we are familiar with that. Okay. Okay. I definitely do want to play this one. I definitely want to play this cutscene because this is definitely where it goes really, really strong for, of course, Terra being easily manipulated. So I definitely want to play this real quick. Why don't we play this, y'all? Let me play this, everyone, real quick. Okay. Here we go. Y'all ready?
Apollon disasters around here. All I need is one measly warrior tough enough to give Zeus a jolt of his own medicine. Wait. Dark, moody, powerful? Yes, he's perfect.
This is it.
How sad is this?
Huh?
Pains me to see it. All that power going to waste.
Who are you?
Name is Hades, Lord of the Dead, God of the Underworld, yada yada, how you doing? Hey, let me guess. You're trying to put the kibosh on the darkness inside you. Am I right? Of course I'm right. Well, anyway, bad idea.
Wait, what?
Okay, stay with me. Darkness is inside everybody. Nothing to be ashamed of. You play nice with it, and darkness will be your best friend. But if you go and get all self-conscious and refuse to face it, the darkness will run over you like a debutante at a toga sale. And then where are you? Nowhere. Now me, I look at you, and I see potential. That's right, kid. You got the potential to conquer the darkness inside you. And I'll even give you some pointers. I mean, believe me, if anybody knows conquering, I know conquering.
Well, let's hear it then.
How do I conquer the darkness?
Easy. You sign up for the games. I know. Please, Lord Hades, the games. But hey, you would be surprised what you can learn in the heat of battle. And don't worry, I'll be right there to guide you every step of the way. I'm kind of what you'd call an expert in the art of darkness.
You see right there? Now, obviously we do know what kind of cunning villain. When you take somebody like Hades, obviously we know what kind of a cunning villain Hades is. Now, we know that a character like Hades is without a doubt a master manipulator. And even though throughout Terra's journey, he's definitely still trying to question how can he actually eradicate the darkness that's within him. And Hades is over here giving out some pointers oh, you just gotta join the games. If you stick with me, you go in and do this and yada yada yada, and this is definitely gonna help you out. And later on, in Olympus Coliseum, where I almost called Terra Zack. But when Terra definitely has that battle with Zack, or in this case when Hades calls him his super warrior, we know that for a fact, he's under a spell. Zack is obviously under a spell by Hades. And Terra definitely does his best to help him, right? And honestly, I do feel that, and I definitely will get to this at the end of this episode, when we get to, when I talk about Kingdom Hearts 4, I feel that there's definitely might be a little bit of a return confrontation between Hades and Terra. Because obviously, we kind of already know that Hades is definitely going to be in Kingdom Hearts 4, right? As we saw with Donald and Goofy, as we know, they're both trying to look for somebody. And obviously, we can tell that it's Hades. So maybe Terra probably might be able to help out, but I definitely will get to that later. We will definitely get to that later, though. We will get to that later for sure. Which, by the way, man, how long have we been going? We've been going for a while, though. So thank y'all so much for being here, though. Thank you everybody for tuning in. You guys are absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. I really do appreciate each and every one of y'all being here. Okay. Okay, there it is when he saves Zack. We know about this already. I mean, obviously we know about what happens in D Space, about friendship. We definitely are aware about what happens in Neverland, to where where Terra is easily manipulated by Captain Hook. Thinking oh, if you do this for me, then something good would happen. Something good would happen in the end, right? Even though, and definitely fighting Peter Pan, and Peter trying to prove him, hey, you just been tricked, and thinking oh, there's no light inside that chest, and then passing it on to the Lost Boy, saying use that chest to store something that you would consider a treasure. Okay. Now, this right here, I definitely want to show. This one is very, very important, because this definitely carries on to the future of Kingdom Hearts. This one, I know, I had a feeling we were going to get to this real soon. We were going to get to this. But this one is very, very important. This one is very important right here. We need to watch this.
Smart kid. So how about you? What are you doing here?
Oh, my friend's dad took us out on the boat. This is where we like to play. But they won't let us row out here by ourselves. Not till we get older.
Must be hard, huh? Stuck in one place.
I heard once there was a kid who left for good.
The glimpse of the future with Terra's gift. Seeing a young version of Xehanort, and then seeing a grown-up Riku. That's part of Terra's gift.
So how did you get here anyway?
Is there some reason you're interested in the outside world?
Yeah. I want to be strong one day. Like that kid who left. He went to the outside world. I bet he's really strong now. I know it's out there somewhere. The strength that I need.
Strength for what?
To protect the things that matter. You know, like my friends.
Outside this tiny world is a much bigger one.
And this is where it starts right here. Where Terra bequeaths the Keyblade to Riku, to his successor.
In your hand, take this key. So long as you have the makings, then through this simple act of taking, its wielder you shall one day be. And you will find me, friend. No ocean will contain you then. No more borders around or below or above, so long as you champion the ones you love.
It all starts right there.
Riku! Come on, hurry it up!
You gotta keep this a secret, okay?
This is where everything happens. This is where everything takes place. Especially for Riku. It's like I was saying before. This is the beginning. The beginning. The first person to actually bequeath a Keyblade to his successor. It all starts right here with Terra. Terra is the first one to do it. Terra bequeathing the Keyblade to Riku. Definitely is the beginning for Riku's character arc. It's a strong beginning because we all know, as like I was saying before earlier, at the start of Kingdom Hearts 1, Riku was supposed to obtain the Kingdom Key, not Sora. But since Riku was influenced by the darkness after what we saw at the beginning of Kingdom Hearts 1 on the Destiny Islands, the Kingdom Key definitely moves down the list. And it picks Sora. Because Sora is, obviously, we know, like, the boy who definitely wants to save everyone. Sora is a boy. Here's pure of heart. And honestly, I feel that there definitely is, like, a strong connection to the Kingdom Key. I guess we can probably say that, heck, maybe Terra probably might have a connection with the Keyblade, with the Kingdom Key. Because think about it. Why? Because Riku was supposed to get it, right? Was because of Terra. But something else happened. Something else happened throughout Kingdom Hearts 1. And that's why it chose Sora. So it there is definitely a way of telling that even Terra probably could have a connection to the Kingdom Key. There is something very interesting about that. You know? It makes it really, really interesting. Like, obviously, we know that even Aqua herself, Aqua also comes to the Destiny Islands, but she doesn't bequeath the Keyblade to anybody. She doesn't, but at least she definitely is aware that of course that Riku already had the Keyblade bequeathed. So, yeah, dude, it's like that definitely is another one of my favorite scenes for Birth by Sleep. Okay, let's see. Okay. There is one scene I definitely didn't want to talk about. We're going to get into this one as well. If I can get through the ads and just let it die. The ads need to die. Okay, pause that. Pause that. Come over here. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Windows capture. Dude, I almost deleted it. I almost deleted it. Okay. This part we need to see. This one, I feel this is definitely going to be very, very important.
What?
Master! Have you gone mad?
Terra! I command you, step aside.
No!
You will not heed your master?
I won't!
Why do all my attempts to reach you fail? If you don't have it in your heart to obey, then you will have to share Ventus's fate.
That tear, man.
Enough, Terra! He's right! Quiet! Terra!
You may be my master, but I will not let you hurt my friend!
Has the darkness taken you, Terra?
Wait, Terra!
This cutscene hits so hard, man. Okay, we're gonna definitely skip this fight because we don't need to see it. Yeah, skip that.
Darkness inside.
Okay.
Wanted to keep Ven's...
Okay, right here. Yeah, skip the fight.
What have I done? Master, I just wanted to keep Ven safe.
No, you were right. I failed you, Terra.
See, even Master Ericus admits he's wrong.
I've no one to blame but myself for the darkness inside you. And now, I've done worse. Raised my keyblade against you and Ventus. My own heart is darkness.
Dude. This part is very important, and I definitely will explain this part too.
Master Ericus.
What a sight. Why do you trouble yourself with remorse, Master Terra? The man was bent on doing harm to your friend, his own pupil.
Master Xehanort, why?
You know, at times I find your progress quite striking. But you still fall short. Let all that anger out, my boy. Give your heart over to darkness.
What do you mean?
Still so blind. Then I will make you see. Come to the place where all Keyblade wielders leave their mark on fate. The Keyblade Graveyard. There you will watch your dear Ventus and Aqua meet their ends. And the last light within you will die.
Okay, I just want to add on real quick. I really want to add on to that real quick. Like, I definitely do want to say that, dude, rest in peace to such a powerful legend like Leonard Nimoy. Like, honestly, to me, even though we know that Christopher Lloyd definitely takes on the role as Master Xehanort, but I feel like to a lot of us, he is like, to all of us in our hearts, Leonard Nimoy will always be Master Xehanort, without a doubt. I mean, I love Christopher Lloyd, but I mean, he's great too. He's a really great Master Xehanort. But the way like how Leonard Nimoy delivers his lines as Master Xehanort is like, it's so damn good, dude. I love Leonard Nimoy. Yo, Gerudo, welcome on in. Looking at Twitch chat. The scene goes to show how strong Terra really is. A strength wise has definitely surpassed the teacher. That's how a lot of, you know, it's like we were saying earlier. Gerudo. We were talking about this earlier at the in this episode. There was a quote that Terra actually says to Cinderella, to where he says darkness can affect a wounded heart, but you need to keep going and more likely be basically saying, like, you know, darkness can affect a wounded heart, but you need to be stronger. And I feel that's what makes Terra such an interesting character. Is like throughout the rest of the game, he definitely tends to get stronger over time. Yeah, he still has some darkness with him, but part of him still has that light. Kind of like how when we saw that little portal where Ventus disappears during that fight between Terra and Master Ericus, that wasn't a portal of darkness. That was that definitely displays light. But I love in that cutscene, like, how even Ericus himself admits that he was wrong the whole time, that he definitely was wrong. And even Birth by Sleep Ultimania confirms that, obviously, that it was Master Xehanort who struck down the Master, because we all know that Terra definitely saw it with his own eyes. Birth by Sleep Ultimania even confirms that Master Xehanort was the one who struck down Ericus. And we saw what happened right as soon as Master Ericus vanishes, and I definitely will get to that when we get to Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm definitely gonna hold on to that to the part where we saw Master Ericus vanish right before Terra's eyes, because I feel like that's gonna be a part of when we actually get to Kingdom Hearts 3, because you guys know about what happens around the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. Jericho says, like, don't get me wrong, I'm impartial to Terra. I see his faults very much, but that's what makes him very well written. Exactly, you know, and that's what I was saying before at the start of this episode, Jericho. I think Terra is a really great character. You know, there's some people who probably don't like him, and that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But to me, Terra's a really good character. Yeah, he is naive, he's gullible, he's easily manipulated, but that's just what makes Terra such a really interesting character. And, like, I feel like that from the start, from Birth by Sleep, is like Terra is always growing. Terra keeps growing from the start, way before, like, his heart and his body gets possessed by Master Xehanort, which we are going to get ready to dive into real quick. But Terra just gets stronger and stronger, dude. And honestly, you really feel for the guy, man. You really feel for him, and it's really sad, especially with, not just with Terra, but with all the members of the Wayfinder trio, both Ventus and Aqua. You really feel like how much they've been through. They've been through a lot, guys. Dark Odinix says, yes, you can see that in Eric as Ericus dies, some of the light goes into Terra, but the rest floats away. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we definitely will get to that for sure, Dark. We definitely are going to get to that part whenever we get to Kingdom Hearts 3. Yes, exactly. And Jericho says, it's not like Terra got off scot-free. He did pay for the mistakes he made. He did. He really did. This is true. And of course, he still needs to improve. Yeah, he definitely does take some time to improve, but we're definitely going to see some improvement when we definitely do get much further after the events of Birth by Sleep. So now we're going to definitely move forward to the Keyblade Graveyard, to where they're at the meeting, to where both Terra, Ventus, and Aqua are at the meeting points in the Keyblade Graveyard, and to where they have their own battles. Aqua is fighting Braig, aka Lushu. Ventus is fighting Vanitas in his heart. And then we dive into Terra fighting Master Xehanort. We're going to get into that right now. Oh, right here. Hold on. Okay, we're going to pause that. And we're definitely going to get into the possession. Let's skip forward to the possession.
Admirably done. I knew this was a journey you could make. Over the unseen wall that divides darkness and light. And I was not wrong, Terra.
Terra!
My friend, Ven. You tell me, Xehanort. What did you do to him?
Why, I did him a favor and freed the darkness inside him. Alas, poor Ventus never had the fortitude for such strenuous trials.
Xehanort!
Okay, obviously we're not gonna watch this because we already know what happens. We already know about this fight. But right here, this is where everything changes.
Go take what Ventus owes you, and take Aqua's life. You see how powerless you are to save them. Savor that rage and despair. Let it empower you.
You will pay, Xehanort. Was my master? No. My father, Ericus, not enough for you? Leave my friends alone!
Yes, boy, that's it. More! Let your whole heart blacken with anger.
Okay, skip that.
Oh, there. You see?
This is where it happens right here. The beginning of the possession.
Blade has been forged.
Then!
And now, Terra, it is time for the final union.
What?
At last, our moment is here. Out with the old and brittle vessel, and in with a younger, stronger new one. I swore I would survive, and be there to see what awaited beyond the Keyblade War. And now it is your darkness that shall be the arc that sustains me!
And so it begins.
This heart belongs again to darkness. All worlds begin in darkness, and also end. The heart is no different. Darkness sprouts within it. It grows, consumes it. Such is its nature. In the end, every heart returns to the darkness whence it came.
Right here.
What?
The birth of Lingering Will. Lingering Will is born. The beginning of Lingering Will.
Your body submits. Your heart succumbs. So why does your mind resist?
Lingering Will, y'all. Lingering Will. The beginning of Lingering Will. The beginning. The beginning begins right here. The beginning of it all. Okay. Alright, so we're going to definitely look into some comments right here from Twitch chat. Bahamut says, also Bahamut, welcome back. Bahamut says, I've seen so many people bash Terra for his mistakes, forgetting that Xehanort is a master manipulator. Even Master Ericus wasn't free of his manipulation, so even the strongest hearted may be misled by someone considering a friend. And you know what? That is really true, Bahamut. You know, I definitely do admit, like, hey, even Terra definitely is aware of his mistakes, but so was Master Ericus, especially during the battle that both him and Terra definitely had before he vanished. Like, at least, you know, Ericus was able to admit his mistakes about the teachings that he passed on. But Terra has made some mistakes, but that doesn't make him stupid. I mean, yeah, you know, again, he is naive, he's easily manipulated, and he's gullible. But, you know, and even though the darkness can affect a wounded heart, it still makes him strong. It really makes him a really strong character. But we all know one thing. Terra's heart, like, in Terra's heart, his light is the passion that he has for his friends. That's what we got to see in the battle between Terra and Master Ericus, where he says, you know, I will do, you know, like the way how he acts towards Van, saying, you know, you're not gonna hurt my friend. Heck, even in the Keyblade Graveyard, when he confronts Master Xehanort, where he says, leave my friends alone. Because, like, that is definitely, it's the light in his heart. The light in Terra's heart, that what makes him stronger. Even though he's definitely trying to not be afraid of the darkness that's within him. It's what keeps him even going more. It's the passion that he has for his friends. It's what keeps him strong. Okay. Jericho says, to elaborate on the strength part, there is a reason why Xehanort wanted his body. Terra, with the knowledge Xehanort has, could obliterate everything. You are definitely right about that. If Terra wasn't fighting so hard for control, I think Terranort wouldn't be the strongest Xehanort. You know, and he can and honestly, there is something very deep about that. You know, because not only was Xehanort because with Terranort being born, not only was Xehanort was able to possess Terra's heart and Terra's body, but not his mind. But not the mind, though. The mind is still all there. Especially to Lingering Will, because that's how Lingering Will is still alive, because it's definitely his part. It's definitely his part of Terra's mind. It's not his body. It's not Terra's body. It's not Terra's heart, but it's his mind. Also, reward for him losing memories. Jericho says, Nomura made sure to put inhibitors on this version of Xehanort. He would have ended the story right here. Oh my god. Says Richard Epcar killed... Dude, Richard Epcar, such an amazing, talented voice actor. I fucking love that dude. He's so cool. Bahamut says, Terra did the same thing that Riku did later. He allowed darkness to affect him, but he redeemed himself by realizing his mistakes in fighting to protect the light once more. And honestly, yeah, there is something very deep about that, Bahamut. Yes, like Riku definitely, similarly, Riku definitely goes down that path. You know, to where, like, at the start of Kingdom Hearts 1, he definitely is influenced by all the darkness. Hence why originally, you know, the Kingdom Key was supposed to choose him. Because Terra bequeathed Riku. But with all this influence on darkness, the Kingdom Key just went down the line and it picked Sora instead. But throughout his journey in Castle Oblivion, and with the help of King Mickey, Riku was able to understand the balance between light and darkness. And as I was saying earlier, even King Mickey definitely explains it himself to Riku at the end of Reverse Rebirth, where he says, light and dark, back to back, your darkness belongs to you just the same way your light does. Basically implying about the balance between both light and of darkness. So there definitely is a lot of similarities there, and I definitely see where you were getting there with that, Bahamut. I really do like that, dude. It's really strong, and light and balance definitely has a really strong importance to the Kingdom Hearts series. Jericho says, and in 358 days, allowed for Riku to hold the Keyblade again, even if it wasn't his. Exactly. It definitely is, again, it is the balance between light and darkness. So there is definitely a lot of deepness right there. You know? Okay. So, one thing I definitely do want to show real quick. I mean, obviously we do know at the end of Birth by... So, we definitely are aware of the end of Birth by Sleep, right? Where Terranort and Aqua definitely do have their battle in the Radiant Garden. Excuse me. We see Terranort falling into darkness, but what does Aqua want to do? She wants to save his friend, and she casts his body aside and tosses it back to the realm of light. And at the cost of that, Aqua sacrifices herself to fall into the realm of darkness. And so, you know, it just begins here. But we all know that for somebody like Terra, you know, Terra definitely has a lot going on. And even this was the beginning of the Guardian, the one that we see, you know, that follows Ansem. And obviously we do know that is absolutely without a doubt Terra. But we do know that even though Terra's body and Terra's heart belongs to Xehanort now, we do know that throughout the whole time, and we will get to this in Kingdom Hearts 3, that Master Ericus is still a part of Terra now. It's still part of Terra. And we definitely will get to that later, once we get to Kingdom Hearts 3. But there is something I do want to show from Fragmentary Passage that I feel that is very, very important. I want to share something from Fragmentary Passage. By the way, I hope you guys are enjoying the episode so far. Thank y'all for being here. Thank you to everyone who's been here. Okay, I'm going to find it. Okay, where is it? There is a cutscene. Okay, where is it? It's the one where Aqua actually talks to Terra. Kind of. Here, hold on. I'm going to find it. Okay, where is Terra? Okay, I'm going to find it. Give me 1 second. Okay, I found it. I totally found it. I found it. Okay. Okay, let's pause the music, and we're definitely going to play this out real quick. We are going to play this. Okay. Let's watch this cutscene real quick. This is definitely a really good one. I definitely do like this cutscene from Fragmentary Passage. Let's play it, shall we?
Ven.
Aqua. You're...
Terra. You spoke?
Can you see me?
Of course. I see Ven too.
Ven? He's here?
Terra, what's wrong? Don't you see him?
Where are we?
A world the darkness has consumed. Its enchanted dominion.
Consumed? The worlds fell?
What's gotten into you? How do I know that you're Terra? And not the weakness that's in my heart, playing more tricks. Ven, please say something.
Aqua, listen. I promise this is me, but I'm not myself.
What do you mean?
You're using the name Terra. That means you're seeing me the way that you remember me. But your heart is just painting the picture that it so wants to see. The real me is lost in shadow.
Then you're here, trapped in the realm of darkness.
No. My heart has ties to the dark. That must be why we can talk. But I can't see anything, Aqua. If you say Ven is there, then he's like me. An illusion created by your heart.
I understand. Then you and Ven are safe in the outside world?
I think.
That's good. But how did you find me?
I looked here and heard you in the darkness.
Right, but why does your heart have ties to the darkness now? What did you mean, lost in shadow?
Forget about me. Aqua, Xehanort is trying to locate Ven.
He'll never find him. I hid Ven well. I think the reason he's not talking to me here is because he's still there sleeping.
No, I can't control.
This place. Is it the Chamber of Waking?
Yes. Who are you? Really?
You don't know? My name.
Aqua, get back!
Terra!
This is a really good scene, too.
Xehanort is part of me. Now he's using me. So you'll tell him where you hid Ben. Silence! I won't give in. Aqua, you have to...
Still you struggle.
Terra!
Aqua!
Okay. That scene really does hit so hard, man. When I first saw that, I was like, holy crap. That is something. And I feel, you know what? I think there was something that even, I think Birth by Sleep Ultimania definitely talks about this. I'm going to find it real quick. Because I feel like I might have seen it somewhere. Let me go find it. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I could have sworn I saw it. Let's see, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? I could have sworn I saw it. What the heck? We're gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. I think I might be I think I saw it. I might be wrong. But if not, then I'll definitely will talk about it. I mean, we are gonna talk about it for sure. Oh, I see one right here. I definitely see one right here. The one with where Aqua definitely comes to Destiny Islands. I'm going to bring this up real quick. To where it says, was Aqua originally intended to perform the Keyblade right to Sora or to Riku? Nomura says yes. When Aqua met Sora and Riku, she was on the point of realizing that she may end up having to fight Terra. At that point, she was going to perform the rite of succession to Sora, but realized that Terra had already performed the rites for Riku, not wanting Sora and Riku to end up fighting like she and Terra in the future. She didn't perform the rite for Sora. This is the meaning behind her murmurs that one must not get too close to a chosen one, and I must not make them walk the same path. While she tells Sora he must save Riku if he ends up on the wrong path, she's projecting her own thoughts onto Sora. Really deep stuff right there. Really, really deep stuff. Let's see, that's the one with Zack. Yeah, it says right here that Master Xehanort was the one who delivers the final blow to Master Ericus. Huh, I can't find it. That's really weird. I honestly can't find it. But the point what I was getting at with that cutscene that we just watched, that definitely as a whole just shows like how even though Aqua is trapped in the realm of darkness, you know, there definitely was a connection with Terra's mind to where with Aqua that she definitely has like a visualization of how she sees and remembers him. You know, like because the thing is, it's not Terra's body and heart doing the talking, but it's his mind. But for some reason, you know, Terra was able to find a way to connect to Aqua back in that scene. And speaking of connecting, there is one particular cutscene that I definitely want to show in Kingdom Hearts 3, and this has to do with Naminé, because I feel that Naminé definitely plays a really big role of bringing Terra back. Jericho says, I just can't wait for Kingdom Hearts 4. I need to return. Yes, you totally should. Okay. Okay, we're gonna play some cutscenes right here. We're gonna go to Remind now. We're going to Remind. Yeah, I just noticed that we've been going for a long time. Dude, we've been going for a really long time. But you know what? This has been a really good episode so far to talk about Terra. And also, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, let me know in the comments, what are your thoughts on Terra? Definitely share with me your thoughts on Terra, but also, please do the following by liking, sharing, and subscribing to this video if you also like Terra. You definitely like Terra. I definitely want to get to know all the people who also like Terra. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and skip ahead. Okay, we're going to skip ahead to where we see Terra. Okay, we see Sora breaking down. Okay. This is what I wanted. This is what I wanted, to where Nominate definitely has a big part in connection. And I see Okami-chan in the Twitch chat. Okami! Oh, woo! It's been a long time. Hope you're doing well, Okami. Welcome on in. Welcome in, Okami. It's been a hot minute. Hope you're doing well. Hope you are doing absolutely well. Hope you are doing absolutely well. So good to see you again. But anyway, I'm going to show this right here to where Nominate definitely has a connection with Terra. So here we go. Let's watch this. We're going to watch some scenes and then we're going to talk about it. Here we go.
Found you.
Terra, please say you're in there.
What gives, Aqua?
I know that you're not him. Now let our friend go.
This is going to be very important for Terra's comeback.
Pass through the tear? Oh.
Sora?
Nominate?
What are you doing here? Have you lost yourself like I did?
Well, it's a long story. But tell me, why haven't you returned to Kairi's heart yet?
He is their 13th.
Today is the day you all lose.
What?
Before you even face the 13, every last one of you will be torn heart from body. But fear not. The Keyblade will still be forged.
Because I'm still not able to. But I'm calling out to Terra's heart, and I brought him here.
Terra?
No. Terra's heart is too steeped in darkness. Instead, I've brought out Terra's most personal and powerful thoughts. This is Terra's sadness, anger, lament.
Terra's thoughts? We're not gonna lose to you.
And here he comes. Here he comes. Terra's back. There's Terra.
Who are you?
Got you, Xehanort.
Terra?
This is impossible.
How I've waited for this moment.
Cook him, Terra. Cook him. This is actually really cool. I like this. I like this too. Okay, I think this shows... Oh, yeah. Okay, so it does keep going. Okay.
Wretched spirit.
As long as Master Xehanort resides within you, you're a threat to Aqua and Ven.
It's just the passion in Terra's heart. He cares about his friends.
Your life for theirs.
You must be removed from existence. At all costs.
Naminé, can you call out to Terra?
No, his rage is too strong. He won't respond to me.
No matter who gets hurt, it's bad for Terra. Either way, you have to leave. Go to the world of ocean and sky.
And you?
I got this.
Sora being the hero who he always wants to be. And there's Terra once again.
Be gone! How can you be here?
Hey, I can travel to different times too, you know. Did you think you were the only one with that power?
You dare.
The death of Lingering Will. Lingering Will's dead.
Seeing that you have also taken the forbidden path, you too must be ready to make the ultimate sacrifice.
Dude, that as a whole just really just shows a lot, man. That is just... Holy crap, dude. Holy freaking... Yes, Jared, so the choreography and the effects for Kingdom Hearts 3 are so great. We need more of these. And I feel we might get more of these in Kingdom Hearts 4. Brother, if this version of Sora is struggling, you know, this guy means business. You know, and there's one thing... So definitely what we saw, what we know... Naminé definitely had a connection of definitely bringing Terra back. Because one thing to note is, like, we all remember, like, in Kingdom Hearts 2, like, when Sora, Donald, and Goofy, you know, like, when you actually go fight Lingering Will, we don't hear Terra actually talking, especially during the fight against Terranort at the end of Birth by Sleep and Terra's story. We don't hear no battle quotes come out. It's because we already know that Xehanort already took Terra's body and heart, but he's more alive through his mind. And what we saw there with everything going on, like, in Remind, like, with Lingering Will coming back, definitely having a voice, there's definitely, like, a big calling right there. And everything is just taking place. There's, like, so many fights going on. It's like Terra's body, mind, and heart, and even part of Ericus that is still inside Terra. They're all fighting together. It's like a big, big battle. It's a big, big battle. And it was honestly was sad to see that what we got to saw from the ending that cutscene we just watched, that is the end of the death of Lingering Will. Even though we know that later on Terra is legit gonna come back, but it's just sad to say that that the ultimate sacrifice was the death of Lingering Will. Also, I'm looking at Twitch chat. Nick, welcome on in. Welcome in, Nick. Hope you're having a good Sunday. Jericho says in the chat, wait, y'all need to understand that this was Sora before getting nerfed again. This was probably the strongest he got at this point, and he still struggled. I'm telling you, you don't mess with Terra. Dude, Terra is such a really interesting villain, dude. Terra is such an interesting villain. But do you guys see where I'm getting at with that? What we just saw? Naminé having a connection with Terra. The result of reason why Terra came back was mostly due to Naminé. Even though we do know that later on, Sora does intend to help out. But honestly, there's just so much going on, man. So much is happening. But also, we gotta see a very, very, very important scene. Where is it? There is a scene we need to watch that's very, very important for this. Okay, I'm gonna find it real quick. If these damn masks can stop playing. Churchill says Naminé's like one of the most underrated characters. She really is. She really is. And honestly, we do love Naminé. Heck, maybe one day I can do an episode talking about Naminé. Oh my god, where is it? Where is the thing that I want? God, where is it? Okay. Okay. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do it. Alright. Okay. I definitely did find what I wanted. If it will let me. Okay. Give me 1 second, you guys. Give Naminé a Keyblade, you cowards. Do it. Nick says do it. You think I should do an episode on a podcast episode on Naminé? Nick? Okay. Okay. This is what I want to see. This is what I want to see. I mean, that would be sick. You think I should do it? Hey, maybe I can put into some consideration. I can definitely put into some consideration. Talk about Naminé. That'll be a really cool episode to do. Anyway, we need to see this because this one, obviously, just fair warning. Yeah, I think most of us are probably ready to shed some tears right now because of this. But we got to see it. Because this is where Terra comes back. Our boy comes back.
Oh! You fell to the dark.
The way how he rips that off, man.
One day, I will set this right. One day, I will set.
You're here.
I heard you too, Ven. You found me, just like you promised.
That just shows really, really how deep that is. Also, give me 1 second. It did for me too. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know what's up with Streamlabs, dude. It's so weird. Okay, so for some reason it cut off. So I'm going to definitely edit that part out with the whole stream cutting off. But honestly, you guys already know. Terra definitely does come back. But we know about that whole passion that he had in his heart was trying to, like, protect his friends. Like, the reason why, like, you know, the whole Guardian taking over and, like, you know, coming back, like, it just has a whole different meaning to it, you know? Like, there's just something really, really deep about that, you know? And it's a really great scene, which makes Terra just so strong. Even though he says it at the part where he says, one day I will make things right. This has been a thing since the beginning of Birth by Sleep, to where after failing the Mark Master exam, he definitely wanted to prove that he could be more successful. And he does get strong over time. And I like that. Bahamut says, the reveal that the Guardian was Terra this time had me screaming, to be honest. There's definitely had a lot of us screaming. I'm just looking at Twitch chat. Spider, welcome in, buddy. How you doing? Yes, we are talking about Terra today. We are discussing about Terra. Okay. But there is one scene I definitely do want to share. And there's definitely... Okay, now this one is very, very important. We need to show this one. Because I feel this one definitely is very important now. And we are definitely getting close to the end of this episode. We're getting close. Okay, skip all that. We know about that. Yada, yada, yada. Where is it? Okay. Right here. This is what we need to see. This one. This one right here. For Terra. Where we knew where we find out the whole time that Master Ericus has been a part of Terra the whole time. So, let's watch this.
Now hand over the Keyblade, Xehanort.
It is too late.
For us, perhaps, but not for them.
No. I can do this.
Enough. Checkmate.
Okay, skip all that. Skip all that to the chess game. Yeah, skipping that.
Very well done.
Terra, Aqua, then. Forgive your foolish teacher.
Master! Master!
Master.
Then, I put you through such a harrowing experience. And Aqua, I left you with such a heavy burden. Terra, look after them for me. Please. Here. Ready, my friend?
Yes.
That just shows it. That just shows it all. We all know for a fact that he definitely was that Ericus was part of Terra the whole time. And during that cutscene that we watch, that immediately shows that Master Ericus was wrong about some of the things that he taught. And what really goes so deep into one of the lines that he says before he leaves with Master Xehanort, where he tells Terra, look after Ventus and Aqua for me. That, when I first heard that scene, y'all, that really hits me a lot. And I feel that with that line, that is going to definitely tie into the future for further Kingdom Hearts games. That is definitely going to tie deep in, which definitely we'll get to that real soon. But there is one cutscene I definitely want to share. Looking at Twitch chat, Spider, thank you for collecting your daily rupee, buddy. Really do appreciate it. Okay, so I definitely want to show this one because I always think this is a good one. I find this cutscene to be very good, where Terra definitely has a conversation with Riku, aka his successor. Okay, skip this.
Well, look at you.
Thanks. I finally fulfilled my promise to you.
You did. Now there's nothing left for me to teach you. You're a true Keyblade master. Not to mention a great leader to those around you. You've even found the strength to save your friends.
It's not enough.
The very fact that you were able to make your way here proves just how strong you are. That is why I called for you.
Well, that's the reason?
You expected more?
Yes.
And that just shows it off. That really just shows it off right there. Like, Terra just having a one-on-one conversation with his successor. You know, it definitely shows, again, from here, like how much Terra, as a character, has really grown. Terra has grown so much. And you can definitely see, like, the smile in his heart that he is proud of his successor. He is proud of the person that Riku has become. And when I feel what I want to do to conclude this episode for Kingdom Hearts 4 is I feel like he's definitely going to pass on his life lessons that he learned from Master Ericus and definitely just go forward with it. Because when Ericus mentions at the end of Remind, he says, look after Ventus and Aqua. And I feel there's something very big and deep about that. And I feel like something might be able to happen with Terra. Maybe Terra probably might have a confrontation, maybe a battle with Lucio, kind of like what he did with Braig back in Radiant Garden and Birth by Sleep. But there's honestly is no telling what the future of Kingdom Hearts can happen, especially in Kingdom Hearts 4. Maybe Terra can definitely find his way to like earn the title of Keyblade Master and just continue to carry on the life lessons that he definitely learned from Master Ericus, taking on that responsibility of looking after his two closest friends. Like, I feel like there's going to be something we're going to experience with Terra in Kingdom Hearts 4. And heck, maybe there's no telling. Maybe he was the one who probably sent both Donald and Goofy into the underworld in Olympus to go find Hades. Somebody who they can definitely track down Sora and to try to bring him back. Maybe Terra was the one who sent him. We don't know. We honestly don't know. And heck, there's no telling. Maybe Terra probably might have another confrontation with Hades. I mean, Hades, being like, the whole, acting like, the devil who likes to make deals with people. Saying, well, I tell you what, if you do this, I will give you all this. But I honestly do feel that Terra probably might have a big role now that he's back. So maybe he probably might try something with Hades instead of trying to be manipulated and easily tricked. So, I feel like that's probably what's going to happen for the future of Kingdom Hearts 4. So, something could really possibly happen to Terra. I feel like that Terra definitely could have a role in Kingdom Hearts 4 and definitely be of assistance to definitely find and bring Sora back. Jericho says, I know this is a Terra-focused stream, but the scene was so beautiful for Xehanort's character. Don't get it twisted. He didn't necessarily regret what he did. Hell, the Guardians are so very pissed, especially Sora. But he acknowledged Sora's ways are acceptable ways. 100% agreed. To make it more beautiful is the wild that the Guardians don't forgive him. His best friend did and gave him a warm embrace and transitions to being dead. Yes, I 100% agree with that, Jericho. 100% all the way. But you know what? This definitely just shows, to end this off, Terra's a really strong character. And we really do like Terra. And I feel that there is definitely going to be something big and something involved for Terra. Now that he's back. He's definitely going to continue to carry on the life lessons that he learned from Master Ericus. And tweak it, and probably maybe tweak it of his own. Instead of thinking like, you know, light, like just like Master Ericus, where he was all about light is good, darkness bad. You know, I feel like that Terra is probably going to be an instructor, definitely teaching future Keyblade wielders that to understand the balance between both light and darkness. And I feel like that's definitely what's going to happen with Terra for the future of Kingdom Hearts. That's what I can possibly theorize of what we're going to expect from somebody like Terra. But you know what, y'all? We've come a long way. We've definitely come a long way. And I will say right now that this actually concludes the episode of this podcast. This concludes it. And I want to say thank you guys so much. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to this episode. It's been fun. I had a really good time. This is probably the longest episode I've done for episode 5, where we got to talk about Terra. And definitely let me know. What are y'all? Let me know in the YouTube comments. What are your thoughts on Terra as a character? Definitely, and also please, 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 please share with me your thoughts and feelings on what do you think Terra is going to. What can we expect from Terra in Kingdom Hearts 4? Let me know in the YouTube comments. If you guys like to be notified on when I do more stuff like this, please like this video, share, subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified for more content like this. You guys are awesome. Thank you for 5 episodes of my Kingdom Hearts podcast. Thank you so much. Thank you. You guys are so incredible. I love you all. And I can't wait to do more in the future. Same with my Zelda podcast, which y'all definitely should check out as well. So anyway, we're going to meet back here on May 13th. And you know what we're going to talk about, you guys? We're going to talk about the importance of the Paopu fruit. There is a recent interview that I saw on Twitter to where Nomura actually talks about the Paopu fruit. So you know what? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the Paopu fruit for next time. That is going to be the next topic I will be diving into. So be sure to... So let's meet back here on May 13th. As where I will explain the importance of Paopu fruit in Kingdom Hearts. That is what we're gonna do. Thank you guys for the love comments though, and on Twitch chat. Thank you, Spider. Thank you, Bahamut. Thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nicholas. I really appreciate that. So till then, y'all. Thank you for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you guys for the next episode. Take care.